Okay, hi guys, welcome to Master's Kitchen. Today we're going to make some onion bhajis. Okay, to make the onion bhajis, obviously you need oil. I'm going to use today, there's so many types of onion bhajis, but I'm going to make the onion and potato Kashmiri style. So in here I've got sliced potatoes, chilli, I've got 2 chillies in there. There were 2 large potatoes, 2 large onions, and a bunch of coriander. So if we just put them all in the bowl. Okay, so for the chili, I'm gonna add 1. Like I said, it's up to you. If your children don't eat chili, you can put less. I'm also gonna add 1 tablespoon of haldi to give it a bit of colour. And 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds. Actually, I might do 1.5, but you could put less. If your kids don't like these seeds, some kids don't like them, you can use the grated, the blended, grinded, sorry. And 2 tablespoons of salt. I'm using pink salt, so it's up to you, optional, whatever salt you want to use. Okay, now this is gram flour, so I'm going to use 1 cup, 2 cups in total. People have said to me that they don't know how to make the texture of the onion bhaji, they tend to make it too runny. I've noticed people put the whole bowl underneath the tap and put too much water. So the idea is mix this in, put the water slowly by slowly. And if you're cooking for someone in Ramadan, if you're cooking onion bhajis, if you chop all this and you leave the flour on top, sometimes the onion releases its own water. So you would add less. Now at the moment, obviously I'm not going to leave this to rest. If I did, the onions would have left water and then I would have used less, if that makes sense. Now I'm going to add water slowly by slowly, so just a little bit, then mix it. To get a perfect batter, you have to really mix it in with your hands. Break the onions, the potatoes. So when I'm about to make my onion bhajis, if I had cut everything and put the flour in, you can leave it since morning and the onions will release water. So just a little bit more.
So you suggest to do it fresh?
Yeah, I mean do it fresh, and obviously if you're gonna cook like in the evening, the onions are gonna release so much water, then you'll have to add less. But obviously because I'm cooking right now.
Could you cut and prepare and leave it and not mix it till the end?
Well, like I did in the beginning, I put everything and put it to one side. You can leave that, but the onion's still going to release water. Okay. Then when you're about to cook, then I would add water a little bit, but obviously because of the onions water, you would add less water. But right now, obviously, I'm cooking straight away.
So would it be worth cutting the onions and mix everything else and putting the onions at the end?
I think that, well, I've never tried it that way. I think I might try it this way, but this way you will like it, I'm telling you. Okay, so that's all the batter made, as you can see. Okay, so So the oil has been nice and heated, and if you like yours crispy, you can add a bit corn flour, but I tend not to. And make sure the heat is medium. Again, you want the potatoes to cook from inside. Time to turn them. So then look, that's only cooked one side, not the other side. Some people only like onions. I like potatoes in my onion bhajis, so it all depends on if you like more onions, you'd put less potatoes. And you can also cut the potatoes really small. I like mine's quite big.
How long are you frying for?
Well, just fry 2 minutes on one side and 2 minutes side, and until they're crispy and brown, like proper orangey colour. Yeah, and again you would keep them to one side. If you want them crispy, you wouldn't put them in kitchen foil and put them together. If you want them soft, you can put them in hot pot and they'll go soft. I like mine crispy. So if you wanted them soft completely, put them in a hot pot or put in kitchen foil, and like I said, if you want them crispy, you just put them just like that. If you put your butter in and it just expands straight away, it doesn't stick together, you need to put more flour in there. Like you've done something wrong. I wouldn't carry on cooking, I would take it out and then fix it.
If you put the butter in and it expands?
Like for example, if you put it in and it spreads out, like the onions are separate,
Right,
potato, it's
okay.
not binded properly. So when you do like mix it together, that's why I advise to mix with your hands, because some people, they do it with their spoons. It's not the same thing. You have to get your hands in to break. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like basically like cooking chips because you've got potato in there as well.
With the extra brown flour.
Yeah. Just turning them up, let them get a little bit crown. If you're always unsure about if anything's not cooked, I normally, well I don't normally actually, when I was young, just put, see if the pork goes in, if it goes in straight away, or a knife, then you know the potatoes are cooked through. Desi style. Like I said, there's so many ways of making onion bhajis. You've got aubergine bhajis, chili bhajis, so many different. Slowly I'll show you each way. Like, so you see the colours changing now. Okay, now it's the time to take them out. So it all depends on how big the potatoes that you've cut. So if they're cooked and the colour's like this, then they're perfect. I use red potatoes, that's another thing, guys. Use red potatoes when you're frying onion bhajis. They cook, they're more softer.
Yeah.